Hey guys, welcome to this complete Java course. In this course, I will teach you everything that you need to know about programming, even if you don't have any Java experience, or even if you don't have any other computer programming experience. I will teach you everything from scratch, and I will strive to make you like an intermediate programmer. And let's go into the details. Um, I am not going to do this course in a single sitting. The way I am gonna do this is it will be a series. So I will be doing like some videos, maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, and then we'll continue this, and we will go like from the beginning and then go into higher and higher and into the advanced levels of Java, and in that way we will complete this Java in a certain period of time. And the things that I will be covering in this course are the ones that you see on the screen. Well, definitely we'll talk about the history of Java, who developed Java, and when Java came into picture, when it became popular, and things like that. Like at a high level, we don't need to go deep into a lot of history. It's just to give you a background, and then once we do that, I will show you how to set up your development environment, and that is called an IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, and there are a number of IDEs available for Java developers, and one of the famous IDEs is called Eclipse, as you see it on the screen here. So we will be using Eclipse. There are other IDEs available that many people use, such as IntelliJ IDE, IntelliJ IDEA, and NetBeans IDE, and others also are available in the market. But Eclipse is, I believe, the most popular. So we will be using Eclipse, and I will show you how to install Eclipse, and we will be using that IDE throughout this course. And then we will talk about the Java syntax, what are the syntaxes of Java, and then we'll talk about the data types. What are data types in Java? Data types are very common in many other languages also. So we'll talk about data types. We'll talk about operators. So operators are like maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication, and like logical operators like and, or. These things are very, very important in programming, so we will be talking about those. And then we will talk about control flow, looping, and branching. Control flow, like programming. In programming, we do a lot of control flow. We'll do looping and branching. These are also very, very important concepts, and we will be talking about these, and we'll see in practice. And then we will talk about object-oriented programming. Um, um, there are two types of programs, like procedural or functional programs and object-oriented programs. And an object-oriented program is many programming languages use object-oriented programming, and object-oriented programming is very popular and very important. And Java is one of the object-oriented programming languages, and we will talk about object-oriented programming. And then we will talk about collections. Collections like storage objects where we store our data. We'll talk about them, and we will talk about something called generics. It's somehow related to collections also. And then we will talk about something called recursion. It's like, I mean, something we can do in a loop can be done in a recursion. I mean, we'll go into that. So this is kind of, as the name implies, it's kind of a repetition of task. So recursion is that, and looping is also something similar, but their implementation is a little bit different. And then we will talk about file operations. How do we read files into our program, and how do we write into a file? And we'll talk about that. Not just talk about, when I say talk about, we will write code about that, not just talk, okay? Yeah, and then we will also do some user interface. Programs can be done like from the command line. Command line is like writing from the keyboard and things like that, not using user interfaces. So what the user interface is like a screen you see in here, or maybe when you see a mobile application, like maybe a Facebook or YouTube, you see some interfaces, you touch on something, those are called user interfaces. And the other one is just do it from the command line, that is just using the keyboard, not a user interface. So we will talk about user interfaces, and then we will also talk a little bit about animation, and then we will talk about a little bit about video games, like we will write some code to write a video game application or program. And I hope that will be exciting if you like gaming, or maybe you want to see how Java or programming is used in games development. So we will be doing that towards the end of our course. And then we will also talk about garbage collection. Garbage collection is not collecting garbage from your house. This is garbage collection in programming. So while in programming, we create a lot of data, and we have to deal with that. We have to properly get rid of our data if we don't need it. That is called garbage collection. Otherwise, it will use a lot of space, a lot of memory, and things like that. So that garbage collection is very important. So that is what garbage collection is. And most of the topics we cover in here up to Java 7, and Java 8 came up recently, and in Java 8 there are some additional features which were not available or used in Java 7 or before. So at the end, I will also show you what features are added in Java 8, and that will be the course outline for our Java course. And I hope you found this interesting, and I will see you in the next video that will be talking about history of Java and try to cover other topics if possible. And thank you very much for joining me in this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and you have a good day, okay?